Hello and welcome everyone, I'm DrHamfist, and I have bad news. And you might be already a bit put off by seeing the title screen here that shouldn't be what would follow in Act 2. So if you've played this game, you'll probably also notice there's no continue run. I don't think I've ever shown you. There should be a continue run button here. It's not that the run was deleted. Because if you go here to my run history, you can see, oh, victory as the Ironclad with a score of 753, which is pretty good. And then you can see all the relics I acquired as I went through and beat Act 3. I picked up like a bandage up here, I picked up a second copy of Thunderclap, removed the bash, went on, beat Donu and Dekka, won the game. I was recording, sort of. I was recording and the audio captured fine, but then the video was just a still frame. So hopefully this is actually working. Type F in the comments to pay respects to seeing me with my victory lap through Act 3 and just killing everything. Well, we got another win up on the list, which I think will make 3. If we go to stats here, yeah, so now our total victories is 3. We did lose that run though. So, in light of that, we're going to start a new one. I'm going to have to get another Infinite together and beat the final boss with it to show it off. Which I think next time we go for an Infinite, I'll probably try to do it as the Silent. I think right now, because I just, completed multiple episodes of an Infinite combo, I'm not feeling an Infinite combo and we're going to go for a more traditional... Whoa, wait, we've unlocked Ascension mode? Hold on. What is this? What is this? Where do I see if I've beaten all the bosses? Isn't that required? To beat to get Ascension mode? No? What? Where do you see the bosses? I thought it was under stats. Is it something under run history? I have no idea where it is. I guess when we beat Donu and Dekka, we unlocked Ascension mode. So today, I guess we'll unlock Ascension mode. Elites spawn more often. And I can tell you Infinite decks are very, very good at that. In fact, Infinite decks, this might be easier than not. Because you'll get more relics this way. I think the Ironclad is probably better into more elites by default with his healing. I think the Silent with the 70 HP and the less base health is probably worse into more elites. So I might be making things very hard for myself by doing this, but I feel like playing the Silent, let's just mix it up, have like a pretty traditional value deck, and hopefully be able to tackle some extra elites here. Yeah, so here you can see we can swap out our Relic, my favorite option, pretty much always. Whenever we have the Silent. I don't think any of these other ones are good enough. Yeah. Alright, so we've gotten... Oh, Ectoplasm. Whoa! That has a hearty drawback as far as getting it before your first fight. Alright, well we have 99 gold for the rest of this run. Oh god, that is rough. Okay, well we have 4 energy too though. Well, this shop is no longer a priority. I think we like unknown events. Yeah, we're going to have a rough time with no gold for the rest of forever. Am I, boxed into a shop if I take this path? No, because shops are basically dead tiles now. Which dead tiles aren't the worst things in the world to hit if you're trying to preserve your health, but let's take this right path first. Okay, both attacking. This is swinging more. I think we will neutralize this one and pop the curl up that way. Then defend. Do we have enough to just kill one of them? I should have probably looked at that. Because we have 18. I think if we... we should have kept neutralized and just killed this one. That would have mitigated more damage. Oh well. Alright. Can we... No. We have 1 strike. We can't really do anything to this one. He's dead this turn though. Okay, so... Wait, no, he's not. No, he's not. Count! I have to remember to do the math. They weaken us. I always forget that. Oh yeah, the other thing. I actually explained this last episode, which doesn't matter because you couldn't see it. You might have just picked up. I'm just sort of machine gunning these things off. I turned on fast mode, which was actually in the entire last run. But I learned about it for the third one, which was nice to know because we were basically watching the dropkick animation for about 35 minutes. It's about what the last run was, if I'm honest. Now, granted, I was talking and trying to be entertaining, and it probably was a bit better than simply that. But yes, we cut down on about like 40% of the time of that episode by turning on fast mode, so dropkick was about double speed. Receive the golden idol. You guys might remember what the golden idol does. It increases how much gold you get. Now the catch here is the golden idol can be fed into a few unknown events later, and it technically might be worth using even if you can't get gold. It's a really goofy case, like having no gold and then getting the golden idol. I'm very tempted to pass, but I think we're going to take it anyway. And I think what we'll do, we're not going to get an injury. 17 damage is so much though. I guess we'll just take the max HP. Maybe I just take the curse and just get rid of it somehow. We'll do this. So I'd like to avoid taking these because we only have enough gold to do a card removal service once, but we're not going to do anything besides that with our gold, so let's just plan on that. Do I want to just cut up for this shop immediately now that we've done that? Yeah, I think so. Alright. Jawworm. We're probably going to take one this turn. Yeah. What if we take none? What if we avoid dealing 6 damage to take none? Let's just try that for... Oh, we had an extra energy. I'm stupid. Yeah, we have an extra energy every turn. I need to actually start using my ectoplasm, huh? Okay. A lot of good that no gold's doing us. With all that great advantage of not spending that 4th energy every turn. Okay. This fight actually should be very easy with 4 energy if I just remember that I have it. I'm just discarding that because it feels good too. We don't actually need the block. Okay. 13, you're crazy. What you doing swinging at 13? We can take 1 and get 2 strikes out? Nah. Let's play super cautious. Especially while we still have a injury in our deck. Another thing we learned last run that you didn't see is that the medical kit is crazy. Because we were trying to keep a very thin deck. I saw the medical kit in a shop and I was like, ooh, that may... Wow, okay. I thought we were going to draw enough to kill him because he's pretty low, but nope. We actually can block everything this turn somehow, though. The medical kit lets you play status cards to remove them from your deck. And I was like, oh, perfect. We'll pay 1 energy and just remove status cards, and we'll protect our infinite combo and not flood our deck with junk we don't want. I think we want a malaise. I think every deck wants 1 malaise, and the sooner you take it, the better it is anyway. It also works very well with the ectoplasm, because it spends all of the rest of our energy for us. We don't have to remember that we have 4. Alright. We cannot spend all of our energy attacking, so we will backflip for draw, and it didn't matter. We'll probably get our injury next turn too. Okay, so the malaise option. I think what we're just going to do is strike, strike, defend, and then just malaise for just the 1. Which is not huge. But it does reduce the amount of damage we'll take in future turns by 1 and still let us do everything else. And not take damage that past turn. I think it's quicker to just play 2 defense than try to actually coordinate that discard. So I should probably pass on that when I can. Just as a matter of saving time. Because we want to be as efficient as possible, and that includes time efficiency. That's sort of the unspoken efficiency in this game. After Image seems like it's the best of these options. We're going to take it. Here we're going to do card removal service. I think there's nothing else we could possibly want. Yeah, nothing else we could possibly want. Having no injury is preferable to having any of these and an injury. I don't think outmaneuver is really worth it. With us already having 4 energy, nah. If we didn't have 4 energy already, maybe. But it takes up a card slot. We want to have cards that do things. We have the 4 energy. We already can draw turns with neutralize, where we could just spend everything anyway. This is interesting. There's definitely an option to just malaise for all of our energy this turn. I think we do that. Yeah, this guy sleeps for the first few turns anyway. And we can actually just do this to stack up another turn of weak here. Yeah, it won't wake him up because he has 8 armor. Well, I think he wakes up this turn anyway. We only have 2 strikes though, so I can do 4 damage. If we miss 4 damage, it's not the end of the world. Let's just check, right? Well, I think it'll remove his plated armor thing. Yeah, so that's probably fine. Because we want to get on him sooner so that the weak stays up. He is still swinging a lot, 10, with -4 strength and weak. Dang. So strike would give us 8 armor. I'd rather take none. We could poison him too. And if we're going to poison him, I should poison him right now. I actually technically should have already poisoned him. I think we will pass on that. Yeah, there we go. Double defend is definitely quicker. Oh, excellent. This is a very good hand for a turn where he's not attacking. And that neutralize actually did matter because he already had 1 turn a week, so it did leave some overlapping. So we are frail right now, but we do always get that 1 armor whenever we play anything. After image does not get impacted by frail. So we could defend strike and we take none. I think we're fine with that. Now next turn weak falls off of him. He still has -4 strength, but weak falls off of him and he starts swinging harder. Yeah, so we can do double strike. I'm pretty confident. Yes. Yeah, so this turn plays itself with him not attacking. Actually, we could just play everything anyway. Oh, that's right. This guy, it's not frail. He actually saps your dex and strength, which can leave you just totally dead. If you can't deal any damage because your strength goes to like -6 and you only have normal strikes in your deck, you just die, which is pretty brutal. All right, so neutralize is free. I guess we actually, those turns earlier where we're like, we could take 1 damage. Maybe we should have. Yeah, I think we're fine to do double strike here. We'll get him. It'll be a little close. But only a little. Yeah, we should have him next turn. We just need 2 strikes. They'll be doing 3. Okay, well, neutralize does none. It does weaken him, though. Alright. Well, awkwardly enough, we have not drawn 2 strikes, but we're not taking damage, so we're fine. Alright, there we go. I think we took no damage that whole fight. I think that's true. What is the ninja scroll? Start each combat with 3 shivs in hand. That is so awesome. It's not like overpowered or anything. It basically just says deal 12 the first turn. But that synergizes with a lot of other relics we can find. And say like after image if we draw that first turn. If we can get more weak, then heal hook is very tempting. Let's try to get some more weak and make that work. Okay, this is a very tough fight when you fight the mushrooms. I've never seen the parasite yet, but we don't need the health, and we do not have a great way of removing the parasite because we have no gold for the rest of forever. We have 24 gold to work with for the rest of this run. So we're going to do this pretty tough fight against all of these guys. Yeah, and shifts do 4. Yeah, so here's that exact case I was talking about. We drew after image, so these shifts also give us 1 armor. And it's generally correct to avoid killing them until the last second because they make you vulnerable. I think we want to kill this one if we can do it without taking damage. Or at least get him very low, because this one's buffing himself. So he's the one that's going to be a problem. And we have 18. So we can hit him with everything. We will not kill him. And then we just want to sort out our armor. And these are 6 each, so that's fine. Okay. Yeah, so this one gets +3 attack. We want to kill this one and work on this one. When we become vulnerable, this one will be swinging 9 at us. Heal hook is going to draw. We want to neutralize this one, I think. Yeah, I mean, he's going to be the one that's buffed. We could weaken him, but I think this is fine. We drew another shiv. Yeah, and we cannot kill this one. this turn, short of letting this one live. And this one's the one that's buffed, so we definitely want to kill him. Now the question is, do we actually kill this one here? I think we do. I think this is fine. We'll take 3. Oh, no. Well, yeah, we did only take 3. Yeah, I guess that already reflects the vulnerable. Okay, so that's fine. We could check under backflip. I think we do. I think strike malaise is the best blend of getting him closer to death, but also mitigating him. I think that's fine. He's not dead. We can create a ludicrous amount of armor, though, and get him next turn. Okay, so I think we took 3 that whole time. Not bad at all. Yeah, so the odd mushroom, when vulnerable, take 25% more damage rather than 50%. So it makes vulnerable less good against us. Flying Knee, if we didn't have 4 energy already, is great. Flying Knee does work with the backflip we already have. 2 backflips is not the end of the world. Like, I actually think 2 or 3 backflips is fine. Flying Knee into backflip turns is very good. Flying Knee into... what's it called? The X cost card that weakens them is very good. I think we will take Flying Knee. It's bad if we don't draw either backflip or malaise. Malaise is what it's called. But we'll take it. Okay, it's good. That's a good choice into the knob. So, that worked out. After Image is very good here. It's going to help us have a little bit of block in the following turns when he is a jerkwad to us. And I think we're going to poison him. Yeah, we want this guy dead quickly. It's very hard to protect yourself against this guy. There's a theoretical option of passing the shivs into your discard so you can play them later for 1 more armor. The thing is that it takes a whole draw to find them again. So there's no world where we would really do that. Yeah, so we could play a defend to take none. He's only swinging 4 this turn, though. So I think we'll pass. We're only going to take 2. And the cost of blocking those 2 would be to give him 2 strength, and we're about to be vulnerable. Now, vulnerable is less good for the enemies with the odd mushroom, so this guy's not totally destroying us. I think he'll be dead next turn. So we can block up. I think that's fine. Alright, so we're only taking 4. And then... backflip to look for lethal. He's at effective 10. Is he just dead to this? Yeah, no, he's just dead because of the poison. Right? We can check under this anyway, but... Alright, well, he is super dead either way. So, Bottled Tornado. Choose a power card at the start of each combat that's in your hand. That's awesome. Because After Image works well with the shivs that we always have. And the funny thing is, we had no other choice for... we had no other choice for After Image or like another power. And the upgrade on After Image does exactly this. It gives it innate. So this relic basically said upgrade After Image, except if we find like a upgrade a random card, it could hit our After Image still. Ooh, I think it was just a small visual glitch there. At the start of your turn, draw a card and discard a card. I don't think we care. It's not like the end of the world. Do we pass on all these? Acrobatics is still an option. It's just not like a value card. It doesn't do anything the turn you play it. And then Outmaneuver, like I don't think we need the extra energy on the following turns. We might take it. I don't know. Let's take Tools of the Trade. That card is probably better than I'm giving it credit for. We do not care about that shop at all. There's 2 rest sites if we take this elite, so we can probably afford to go fight him. And he's the only other elite we can fight, so let's do that. Ooh! So whenever you have no cards in your hand, during your turn, draw a card. That can work really well with like Anger for the Ironclad. I don't think there's any brilliant combos for the Silent with it, but I guess just hit the low health one. Oh, I had an unceasing top. What did I just discard? A strike? No. Did I have energy? No, I didn't. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. We need to keep in mind that unceasing top actually does something. Alright, so we cannot dump our hand this turn because of the malaise. I guess what we'll do here is defend first, play all this, and then just like malaise one of them. I guess we'll just kill this one, because we can. And then malaise here, like, I guess we'll put it on the highest health one to remove his artifact. It would only matter if we drew, yeah, it would only matter if we drew our 0-cost card here. Yeah, neutralize. So there it is. Yeah, so we can draw off unceasing top. I don't think it's correct to do it. It's always going to be a backflip, so let's just not and just save our backflip. I guess we kind of should have worked on him because the weaken doesn't do anything. We could have removed his artifact stack. So I would call that a flub that turn, but only barely. Okay. Let's start with the draw. I think we pass on the tools of the trade here. Yeah, and we actually don't want to discard the dazed unless there's a reason that we want to play everything else in our hand. If you discard dazed, I believe they stay in your deck, whereas if you hold on to them, they remove themselves. So like Survivor on dazed here is actually incorrect. Now, granted, we don't need the block in the first place here, so it's not going to matter either way. Oh, God. All right. So I can kill him with either. I can remove his artifact if I neutralize him. This is where we should have removed his artifact before. I might just use this now. Just make sure I can get... nothing. Make sure I can get nothing. Okay. Well, we did get 2 more block for having done that, and a bit more damage in. I didn't want to see that 3 energy go totally to waste. Oop. There we go. I also think one thing that would be nice for this game would be a change where if you only had 1 enemy, you didn't have to go find and target them, like we do right now. Alright, so we're getting all of the bottles, which just, you know, let you craft your starting hand. What do we want? It's a skill, right? Did I read that wrong? Yeah, so choose a skill. It's always in your starting hand. What skill would we want in our starting hand, though? Malaise is an option. Using Malaise sooner rather than later. And making sure that our heal hooks, you know, we'll get some weak out of this. We can do like after image, shiv, 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 Malaise. Consistently Malaise for 1 less than our max energy. And just ignore the rest of our starting hand every time. I think that's still fine. The other option is backflip. I think we'd rather do Malaise. That's a very good effect to have up turn 1. Alright, so here we go. Endless Agony works pretty well with the after image that we always will have turn 1. We can go in for all those ninja type effects where like getting X attacks in 1 turn triggers something. So Endless Agony is definitely alright here. I think we will take it. We have to find some of those relics first though. That's step 1. Yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other cards. Yeah, so after image malaise are always in our hand, but they aren't extra cards. We're only holding a total of 8, so it was not an issue of our hand size running out. And here, we can actually just shiv each of them. Do we have enough damage to kill one? So we could spend 2 energy, and then shivs are all free. This one's swinging for 7. He's got effectively 17 health. This one also has 17 health. This one has even more. So he has the least health and is swinging the most. He's tied for least health and is swinging the most. He has 17. So if I want to keep shivs on the other ones just to soften them up, I need to count to 17, and I can do that with one shiv. Okay, so this is perfect. We can shiv each of these to pop their passive. And then we can still defend, and then we can play melees if we wanted to. We don't have to. It would give us 1 armor and do nothing else, but we already have blocked everything. Okay. And then here, it takes both strikes to kill this one, but I say we do that. The other option was kill this one to prevent becoming weak. Doesn't look like it's going to matter, though. Yeah, we got him anyway. Okay. Block potion is very welcome. I think we take leg sweep here. We already like having weak. We do have that melee's turn 1 always, but I think the 12 block for 1 card, it's a very efficient amounts of block, and we have the extra energy to make use of that pretty often. We don't have a very high skill count for flechettes. And then Bane, we don't have any poison yet. So I think it was either sweep the leg, or leg sweep, or whatever it's called, or just pass. Okay. I think we're going to melees after we play After Image here. And maybe even use the defense potion here. I think we want to reduce his attack as much as possible. Maybe we just defend, then melees. Let's see, that'll give us 2 extra armor for After Image. That's 5, and then 10. Melees will be at 2, and the weaken should be enough, I think. Yeah, that's probably fine. We can save the potion this way. Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay. So we want to get him down to 35 and no lower before we're ready to actually pop him. Okay. May be correct to use leg sweep here just to keep the weak count up. And then 2 strikes is 12 would be too much. Yeah, so we don't want to use the other strike anyway. So 38, that's about as close to 35 as we're going to get this. Okay, so we are weak for 2 turns. I think it's still fine to just go in and do as much as we can here. And we don't have to defend because he's going to split. Yeah, 26, that's like 9 below half. It's not that bad. It's not amazing, but he did get weak on us. It's definitely part of it. Yeah, so backflip I think is always what you play first here. Okay, so 14 incoming damage. And with After Image we can play 3 more cards, so we're basically at 9. And these defense will get us the rest of the way there. So 1 defend, and then 2 strikes, and I think these are identical. It doesn't matter which way. I believe that's true. And they're giving us wound. Okay. Put to discard, it's not that bad. Now we don't have any weak for the heal hook. This one's swinging 10. Yeah, so survivor to pitch defend, and then just all the attacks. And is there any... Yeah, we can just use everything to kill it. Yeah. Oh! I always forget I have Unceasing Top because it's hard for us to actually trigger it. Sure, we can just play it. Oh, no! I just 2 turns in a row failed to pay attention to Unceasing Top. The first turn it didn't matter because we had no... we had no energy left, right? So it didn't matter that we forgot about it. But then that second turn, I think we had an energy left, and we could have played it. I think it might have been a defend anyway. It sort of like, flew past. But it just goes to show that I'm incapable of learning. Okay. Yeah, so we have him. We've got a fire potion. Fire potion would have been great for this fight because we could have made those things pop with 6 health. But we've already passed it. Doesn't matter now. Backflip, Flying Knee, Prepared. These are all good cards. I think Backflip is probably a little better than Prepared. Not by much. I think Flying Knee is good with this deck, but I think we want the other Backflip first. So Campsite... to heal and then fight and then upgrade. Probably better than another fight. I think so. We want to upgrade melees. Maybe we just upgrade melees right now. Because that always just gives every enemy one less strength. Because we always have it turn 1 and can play it turn 1. Yeah, so melees will be 4 less strength, which would be down to 6. And then he'll be weak. And I believe weak will put him to 4 attack, and will have 4 armor. So I think we're fine here. Yes. Alright, perfect. Math! We have full potions, so there's definitely an option of using a potion on this fight. I should have used the regen potion last fight. I could do another upgrade. I'm going to do it now. Yeah, we're missing 3 health for having done this in the wrong order. It's basically the short of it. Flying knee's fine. We can actually just hit him a whole bunch and play Tools to Trade. Yeah, okay. So we want this fight to go as long as it can because of our regen potion, so that's fine. He's weak, so this heal hook is MVP right now. I think we'll just discard a strike, though. Okay, let's check under backflip. Neutralize, just keep the weak up. We can get him to 2. This way. Put more weak up for kicks. Okay. He's going to use a defensive ability. Now we have an option here of killing him this turn as a hedge against us not being able to kill him next turn. I think we're going to pass. If we have to, we can just roast him with the fire potion. It's not the end of the world if he gets away either. We can't get gold, so like we're not invested in trying to keep our gold. Well, we have plenty to kill him. Okay. Does he give us our gold back, though? No. So our gold that was stolen by him just gets permanently deleted because of ectoplasm, so that's something to be aware of. Yeah. I can stop clicking on gold this run. I've been continuously clicking on gold, but I can stop now. Second melees, I think, is actually an option here. We'll so consistently get the first one off. Turn 1, which is like usually a very good opening to play a melees. And then getting the second one out is much easier after the first one, because it's easier to find a window where you can afford to spend your turn mostly playing melees. I think backflip's the other option. I think there's no world where we would take slice. I mean, it does kind of work with like the ninja style stuff. We just don't have any synergy with that yet. It does work with like our backflips though. Do we have 2 backflips yet? We do. Maybe we just take the slice. Just get some more damage. I don't know. I think it's fine. We're trying to go all in on those 0 cost attacks. This works well with Unceasing Top. We're going to try it. Yeah, we do have Unceasing Top, so I should probably be paying some attention to that and going for those all-in type attacks. So rest here would be 21, but in reality it's 14. I think what we're going to do is upgrade. If we upgrade Endless Agony, it goes to 6 attack? Okay. And then After Image, yeah, here goes to Innate, so that doesn't actually do anything. That's funny. So Heal Hook just does 2 more damage. That's so bad. Okay. So the question... Oh, what's Tools the Trade do, actually? Wait, hold on. Oh, it makes it cost 0. I was like reading the rules text and I was like, it's identical. It doesn't even say innate. Like, what does it change? I was just like slowly going mad. Maybe Tools the Trade is fine. You can say this only saves us 1 energy once, but the catch with it is it may actually make it draw a card with Unceasing Top. So that might be fine. What does Leg Sweep do? Wow, Leg Sweep becomes crazy. Dog is losing her mind again. And has a hairball. What is it? Actually, yeah, I'm not sure. Has my dog lost her mind on this episode? Yes. I say again, that might be the previous recording that got deleted. Sadly. And I'm spending too much time thinking about this. Let's just do Tools of the Trade. That seems fine. Make sure we consistently play it whenever we find it. Alright, so Malaise is very, very good against this guy. It is in fact so good that I may just pass on playing After Image. I'm going to. This guy has multi-hits up to as many as 6 in one turn. So that one reduced strength... Yeah, that one reduced strength is actually 6 damage on turns such as that. Backflip is a total nombo with Unceasing Top. It's a little unfortunate that we found it. We just want all the damage we can get. Okay. Then we have a Fire Potion and a Block Potion should we need them. What we need is some Thorns. That'd be very good against this guy. I think we can pass on these right now. They become better if we draw them later. And we very well may. This fight will take a little bit. I don't think it's going to be threatening at all, but it will take a bit. And then let's just get everything out of our hand and draw. Yeah, there we go. Get a bit more damage in. So, don't need the leg sweep right now. Go ahead and play that After Image. I think we pass on these. Well, yeah, we'll pass on them. So, I think we'll drop one of the backflips. We very much do not need to draw that many cards. Yeah, and we'll play our Endless Agonies this cycle through the deck. Because now, let's see here, what do we want to discard? Probably the leg sweep. It's too expensive to play reliably. Well, he's almost out of weak. Maybe we want it. Our deck has a lot of Endless Agonies in it now. And that's actually only one. We only have one in our main deck that we're bringing. Yeah, so I guess we will leg sweep here. And then what does he do here? Burn? Okay. Not the end of the world. So, backflip. We do not want that. A lot of free attacks. We need some of that ninja stuff. Oh yeah, and actually with the Unceasing Top, we are basically protected against ever running into a case where our energy doesn't do anything. So I guess all those energy cards are actually much, much better than I was thinking they are. Yeah, there we go. There's some Endless Agony for you. And that's why we were avoiding playing them before. Ah. Yeah, okay, well, it's fine. We did get rid of one of the backflips there. Because having 4 Endless Agonies in your deck is basically a way of having 8, because every time you draw them, they duplicate. So it's essentially correct to, and yeah, there we get rid of the burn, which is actually a very nice, it's very nice to have tools of the trade here, because Unceasing Top does not work with our burns. Okay. And yeah, we're not going to be able to dump our hand. So, draw first. I want to say we're going to kill him this turn. I want to say that's true. I think we actually will discard backflip so we can get both of them out of our hand. Yeah, maybe backflip was fine. I think it would have drawn both those defense either way, though. We actually do not have him unless we draw. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so what we should do next... Yeah, we don't have to click on this gold. Doesn't do anything if we do. Next time, what we should be doing is trying to get as many effects that give us more energy as possible. And then here's an interesting question. Whenever you play a card, deal 1 damage to all enemies, or in Venom. I think in Venom's better. Because, like, each Shiv we have, say, right? Or, like, you know, that Madness card or whatever. It'll add 1 poison, but that poison will occur over multiple turns as long as we keep stacking up poison. Now, this is better against groups of enemies, but this is better against, like, bosses. The advantage to this one, though, is that it works on non-attacks, and it works through block. Well, I shouldn't say through block. It works up, like, into block. Thousand Cuts might actually be fine with this deck. My gut tells me we should take in Venom, and then all the poison synergy effects will work. Like if we find Bane, Bane will work. Let's take Thousand Cuts, though. We have a lot of things that aren't attacks still. And that still does work with all those cheap attacks, too. Let's try that. Uh-huh. I don't think we'll take an extra energy effect here. We're definitely not taking the Velvet Choker. There's no way in the world. Runic Pyramids could be really bad if we end up with status cards stuck in our hand, right? Am I wrong about that? I guess the one thing about this is it lets us like save free attacks for like the following turn and just play them then anyway when we can get the after image buff from them. Well, actually, no, this is bad because it prevents us from discarding that Madness card. I guess we take Cursed Key and we just say, I don't care about chests and I don't care about gold. Well, oh, wait. It's not that we... Well, actually, yeah, we can just skip chests. We can just not open them. Because this is good with Unceasing Top, like more energy is. I guess we just skip chests now. That's so weird. Okay, this is going to be a very goofy Act 2, trying to crawl through this Ascension mode, but I think we actually have an angle to take. So, let's try to play to our strengths. This is going to be potentially very hard. And we're going to fight, this is, I guess, the Bronze Guardian. Or the Bronze Automaton, the Iron Guardian. The Mithril Defender. I think I should just keep calling him the Mithril Defender. That seems fine. Alright, well, join me next time when we try to get there, kill him. Hopefully we can do it. And hopefully we get a whole lot of free cards that give us more energy, and just cycle through a billion cards really quickly. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. I can say we'll probably die to the Snecko if we find him next episode. But the Snecko is not an elite. So I'm going to try to dodge every normal fight I can and only fight the elites, because I know those elites aren't Snecko, who is probably harder than any elite for this deck. So, yeah, I know what we're going to do next time. It's a bit goofy, but we'll do that. See you then.